every time. Don't know how the music's coming out, but for those who don't know what that music is, that's the theme to Doctor Who. Right now, the 5th and 6th season of Doctor Who, and most likely the 7th season as well. Here to do a review of some Doctor Who items. Sonic screwdrivers. Yeah, don't tell them 10th and 11th, but I kind of borrowed these from them. Hopefully they won't care. Start with the 9th and 10th Doctor's Sonic screwdriver. Very small, very compact, very pen-like. In fact, this one has a pen in it. It also came with a UVA blacklight pen, which you write on paper. Scan it with this, and you'll see what you wrote. It was supposed to come with some psychic paper, but I got the model that doesn't show. I got the packaging that doesn't have the psychic paper bit. I would have loved to get that. I have a cosplay costume of Doctor Who, and that would really completed the costume. So yeah, this is the Doctor's Sonic screwdriver. 2 buttons. One right here. One right here. Unfortunately, you cannot press the button while it's midway up like he does in the show. I imagine, from what I've heard, during the first season going into second season, between 9 and 10, when they built this on the set, they made their own model. Then I think Kenner Toys made its own in Britain. Their set one just kept breaking down, kept snapping, getting destroyed. The light wouldn't turn on in certain points. So when they were getting pressed for time to finish up an episode, supposedly one of them ran out to a toy store, grabbed one of these, and ran back. Says, all we need to do is fix the frickin' lever so the lever's the button as well. And the rest is history. I'm not going to complain. This is actually a pretty cool little device. My only gripe, so to speak, the only thing I personally don't like, the pen pops off for the UVA pen. There's not a lot of friction in that. That's electric tape. That's the only thing holding it in place. And if I can, I want to super glue it in, but I'm not sure because I don't know if I can get another one in case something goes horribly wrong. The only other problem, of course, is you can't press the button, like I said, while it's just a little bit out. Not that I'm complaining. If I could get everything I needed to mod it, I've seen people mod it where the button is also the lever, so they could just hold the thing out while it's moving. Interesting. Now, one thing, the Sonic screwdriver. Hear that noise? Hear that noise? There's supposed to be a difference in chirping. It's very, very, very subtle in this. Very subtle. But still all around cool. Now, the Sonic screwdriver is, of course, a very iconic tool used by Doctor Who. I believe shows up with the 3rd Doctor, and he uses it off and on. He sometimes switches to his Sonic cane, to his Sonic umbrella. Well, he came back with the Sonic screwdriver. Very nice, very cool, very compact. The Sonic screwdriver can do a lot of things. It can scan for certain stuff. It can do a bunch of different things. Its only fault, so far as we can see, it can't work on wood. I don't know why. It just can't work on wood. And even in Doctor Who season 5, I think, when little kids, or maybe it was season 6, with kid having nightmares, Doctor Who even admits, I really should get a wood setting. It's embarrassing. Speaking of season 6 and 5, this is the 11th Doctor Sonic screwdriver, and good lord is this thing big. Here's the two compared together again. Even fully extended, this thing comes up a little short. Wow. This, of course, is a Sonic screwdriver. This has a little bit more. I think I know why they made it so big, though. It has electronics and it has like a circuit board and such. And it can do some pretty smart things, like 2 different sounds. I don't know how well you can hear it. High chirp, low chirp. It also has a little bit of smart tech where if you press it 4 times, you get trying to scan but quite can't scan idea. And if you press it 3 times, I don't know where this sound comes from. It's not as loud as the other 3. So I don't know where the sound. I think it comes when Doctor Who destroys a cyber mouse, or it's his tracking noise. Don't know. Don't quote me. But it's that. And it changes the light inside the probe. And speaking of the probe, I don't know what the design for the TV show was, but I think it's supposed to be 1 crystal, and this is like segmented into 2. You'll see it better when I extend the claw out. Now, speaking of extending the claw, very nice. One of the reasons I really like this thing. Something else about the design, it has something of a Victorian era / steampunk / futuristic look, and I think the 3 working together is actually very nice. I like it. You know, I like the faux leather binding look on here on the handle, you know. This, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be what that might represent. This is obviously metal. I don't know if this is supposed to be copper, but hey. Unfortunately, when extending the claw out, you lose the option of using the handle's button. And you either have to try to hit the little mini button right there. Don't know how you're going to see that. Yeah, right below that little gray strip, there's a mini button which is used to hit with that normally when it's closed. When it's open like this, another point of contention. You see that little black pit? That's electric duct tape. I electric duct tape everything. But yeah, the friction on this, I don't know if it was just mine, but it was so crappy it stopped working after 2 hours out of the box. So, but you open it up, and big red button. Now let's see how well this works. I have the worst luck with this button. See? Ah, there we go. I do have the worst luck with this button. It's always a challenge to see if I can get it to work. But when you can get it to work, it works pretty well. Now I've heard of people modding this in a way of, I don't know, connecting 2 wires down here or something else where this button somehow hits that button. I'm not sure how they're doing it, but they are. Oh yeah, you disassemble this. That's where the batteries go. Empty hole there. If I can get a second one of these, I might make a broken one from like the Christmas special 2010. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, also, be sure not to loosen this when you have it closed, then try to open it, because that will happen. It becomes a projectile weapon after that. Who says you can't maim, kill, or hurt someone with a sonic screwdriver now? Yeah, so be careful when, don't close it, twist it, and, because it does that. So, just word of warning if you're going to get these. I personally love these things. I think they're awesome to have if you're a Doctor Who fan. And they work pretty well for a cosplay costume, if you're going to go as Doctor Who. I particularly like this one. It has the better sounds, obviously. And this one, it's good if you are going to go as David Tennant, Doctor Who. Definitely something to pick up. I would, though, go on eBay and see if you can find someone who's modded it slightly. Maybe change the lever up or whatever. If you want to get one right out of the box, no complaints. It'll still work. So, these are both great. If I have to recommend one, just one, find this one. It is so flipping awesome in my opinion. I like the extending claw. I like the different sounds. I've had a little trouble with this button once in a while, but that might be just me how I'm pressing down the button sometimes. So, but this still is an awesome thing to have, especially when watching Doctor Who. I'll just stand there and do this the entire time while I'm watching it, annoying my family to no end. Again, very awesome. I'm not sure you can catch Doctor Who on TV cable unless you got BBC America. I don't think Sci-Fi stopped carrying it now. Not sure. So, but this is pretty awesome. If you can find it in a store, pick it up. It's so worth it. I wouldn't pay more than $25. No more than that. After that, you're kind of getting screwed. Other than that, it's pretty good. Oh, and this one, don't pay more than $20. That's all I gotta say. Of course, I got this at a convention, a different price I will not mention because you guys will just want to beat me afterwards. So, until then, this is Titan Zed with 2 sonic screwdrivers. I wonder what would happen if I tried using both of these pointing towards each other. Because all we've seen is a sonic screwdriver and a sonic pen doing that. I've got some experimenting to do. You'll excuse me. Until then, I'll see you when I see you.